lo people inside Long Province, Long Yuyak, maybe refresh their memory on your political journey. Now, as thinking that you come back to province, within this ministerial portfolio review, also Minister Long Transport and Civil Aviation, lo come back inside the province, na come up member, Long Provincial Assembly. Nilo si this time on to you.
All right, thank you. Thank you, NBC too. Long this opportunity, lo me lo come na talk lo here. Long appreciate him or citizens living in New Island. Papi ni kini all the tattoo. Usat the interest lo this la outcome. So now I'm me member of Namatanai. I'm second term lo me now. Also member of Namatanai. Na big la ting lo me. Na big la sorry lo me. I'm lo looking New Island province where been got good leadership by Napkari mi play going side long LLG election. Now two general support long all the sectors inside New Island. So time me looking this la me looking all same. LLG election and 4 weeks away. Suppose LLG election come up, now only issue him rates. Long inviting now all candidate lo resist lo LLG election. All the time member of the Provincial Assembly, and all the time come up ordinary citizen now. Just through the issue of the rates, where all he must now register or same candidate can na resist lo LLG election. Suppose this play come up. Mibla by sit down where? The side of government. Because all of the line inside the assembly now, we get by resist now. Especially all presidents. And 10 lo yumi inside law assembly. Antap long yan. Even to post all got thinking lo making now one plan long all presidents lo come up acting governor. The problem is come up acting governor want them full authority lo governor. Alright, because I'm LLG president, I'm level belong and down below. Kaya minimal sem. Suppose you play maki memo, I'm come up governor. Then I'm limited. I'm not signing warrant. I'm not signing form 11 warrant. I'm looking to correct lo rausi money lo provincial treasury lo one project and me like rausi me belong in. I'm warrant. I'm start belong in. Now I'm checking camera side. I'm must signing now form 11 login to correct lo bank lo casing this la check. So 2 plus side one them and by banis lo president to was come up acting governor. So I'm by na signing mo lisla checks or give to correct lo lisla checks but deposit and that lies the problem. One thing. Two, how I continue want them dialogue with the national government through long all policy and initiative lo forma na late Sir Julius Chen lo side long autonomy na side long nuclear electorate lo corners open lo side long policy lo benefit sharing lo resources bli uni and by no got access to lo national parliament because LLG president has all. So how by this la dialogue lo continue lo pursuing this la interest where former governor even set him up in this. How do I carry him out? Time no got title lo pursue no side law national government. Yes, but you not talk. I'm true. But member of parliament. Where member of parliament I'm giving you this la privilege law. How to mo la talk na pursue mo la interest law problems. Kaya? So me looking mo sem even suppose you mean like voting one la LLG president lo come up. Me looking na me appreciate mo sem bloody road and block here. Bloody road block where it actually can restrict the province from progressing. Even if it's in this short time. Alright, so 3 to 5 months, there's going to be nothing happen other than an election. Antap longen. If he can't write any checks or approve any deposits, write the checks meaning some issuing warrant. He doesn't physically write the check, but issuing the warrant by signing the warrant, and then sign form 11 to deposit it. If he cannot do that, and the LLG election goes into a financial situation where you need him really top up, like finishing the election on Lautai or finishing election on Namatanai, how is provincial government going to come in and meet the shortfall when you have an acting governor in place who's an LLG president who doesn't have the jurisdiction long supporting? And not a problem. So time you looking more at all this constraints and stuff. Me to okay, Larry. Maybe put the hand on me or resist the election, no supporting all people. Now all people got need now. We got on the big void where late Sir J lose him now, we play stop all same. Where he need him now on the member of parliament, law pull mapping. Why member of parliament? And because by come up the same level of same Sir J. Because me all get a member of the parliament. So all get a sanap decision, law authority or same Sir J been holding. And now one member of the parliament by holding one kind. And the process is you go through the assembly that's all, which I'll explain a bit later on the process. So that's why me looking at all right. He got plenty of restriction and stuff because province now I'm leaderless. You know what yet long and stuff. Was you me my president too, and by limited. So me talk, okay, Larry, in the interest of people, in the interest of New Island, maybe me resign as a minister, clear? Na come, na work me eligible, lo contest lo this la vacancy lo governor. Okay, now I need law, me no na minister na governor lo same time. Law am clear. I can only be one or the other. Also, I mean no normal, where you can see minister resign, he come back or same governor. Because it's perceived that the minister is a lot higher than the governor. Yeah? So I mean no normal. Me no thing or same. You got one province or one man inside law, Papua New Guinea, in history since independence, he work in resignation law ministry, law come or same governor. I think this is the first time that has happened. It is very common that you resign as a governor to become a prime minister or a governor to become a minister. That's a normal process. But what I'm doing is very, very abnormal. I mean, not normal, right? And the reason why it's not normal is because me sit down and me look, no one could take a strange believe me. Let me talk, oh, Larry, you know, some people believe me by needing helping. Kila, you mean not preventing this, preventing more progress. Kila? So me resign as a minister, law transport and civil aviation, to make myself eligible now, law, resist law, vacancy law governor. Resist law vacancy law governor only happens in the Provincial Assembly. Maybe like not talk law by election. Because you cannot speak about the by-election or even consult about the by-election until a governor is in place. Because governor to sort by start talk na law by-election. Because this is the period you go by election, you need continuity. You need a man, head man, law, running province city stuff. Now then, we're going to discuss two law, steering committee, law, election, running by election, so she got money or you not got money. All this like discussion now, but you talk long end. And that's when the by election comes after you install a governor inside Long Assembly. So, me looking more lisela. Then me talk, okay, Larry, me put your hand on me on top, look, come to help more people. So I resign as minister and me come. Lo meeting this criteria to law. Because I would like to always see that, you know, I'm a law abiding citizen, rule of law we all must follow. No shortcut, no Germany, me being the sort law. The law must be prevailed. And it's only up to us leaders. Mi playet na pasim lo mi playet by talk out or talk kile or say mi play law abiding leader or mi play this like leader when mi play like brukim law. Na mi les lo brukim law, mi like behind him law. That's why mi resign and mi come lo behind him law. Okay, so now come inside organic law and very clear. The first choice, lo man usat like come up eligible. Law contest, law vacancy, law governor is given to a member of parliament first. And number one. And law ito. Tapos you got one member of the parliament, okay, we play on him election now, based on that law, this is the interest of member of the parliament. Okay, in this instance, we only got 2 members of parliament that's left. Member of KVN, Honorable Likas, and member of Namatanai MP. So, but mi platu and minister of state. Okay, so mi platu to alright, larin. Wapla lo mi play must go back. Okay, na mi to emora tresera you Olympic play work to mas or people you got need larin. Even me resign na mi kam. Lo support. You think so mi platu play one bello disla na me resign na mi kam. So under the law, as soon as you got one member of the parliament and you put your hand on that finish, then sorry, you must now be in this letter so na makimen. Even election all this laya and part of process that's all, but you must makimen finish. And talking that. You know what Narbla man can by contest one time, man. You think him? You know not one LG president, no not step up and contest one time member of the parliament because level be different. This is where everybody don't understand. The only thing say, I'm all the time eligible to solo contest. No, God. Law and killer, organic law and killer. Once, member of the parliament, and we put the hand on top of them, and by come up, nominee blow, vacancy blow, governor, ship. He is given the first privilege. And in our case, in New Ireland, where you got one plat as all, well, sorry, you don't have any other choice. Law it over you make event as all now and finish. Talk it right. Because you know can not play resist one time, eh? So by you hold him election how? If there's no other competing candidates. Lo this la decision. Alright, to was taki been stop, talk pizza. To was taki stop, alright. You mean by got election now, you mean pull him tight. You kill. But in this case, sorry, taki no stop. What that sorry put your hand on that. Now law, I'm very killer law. Killer? Law organic law. So this is the process of some people like trying to kiss him assembly, lo understand him. And there's been, absolute showers of briefing. You go along chairman law, or acting chairman, or deputy chairman, law Provincial Assembly. And kiss him all get a legal briefing is. One name you're not working, one name you're not working. Yeah. And kiss him.
So Member Schnaubelt, so you're coming here and we'll get the people inside the province, you've been looking for some, you come now, you'll participate inside the Provincial Assembly, and in that assembly, by me looking to election, new governor, you mean inside the province, given the fact that the seat is now left vacant following the death of the late Right Honorable Sir Julius John. So that was supposed to be the order of business, the first order of business, but this line of income up after, now also me looking at this assembly meeting then. The assembly was adjourned to June 9th without the order of business being conducted. You know, you giving me something below. What them look na thinking below what transpired today.
Okay, let me take you back to tomorrow. Yesterday, what transpired yesterday that caused today to happen. So as that time we've been prime volume assembly meeting and you looking here and assembly paper. Agenda blow, assembly meeting. So after swearing in blow, Honorable Likas was a member of the Provincial Assembly because he hasn't been sworn in yet. After they did that, let me put one point of order. Point of order blow me behind one letter even come along office belong provincial and local level government affairs. Where me ask him, please, he got low file and record the UPLA. 4 chief appointed reps inside the Provincial Assembly. Are they truly appointed reps? Or are they illegally strangers in the house sitting here? Me putting this law, he go along chairman. Alright? So, let me ask him chairman too. Suppose me need him really time, adjourn. This session, now you go to some legal interpretation, we'll ask him below me. So obviously the chairman adjourned the meeting, and we play with him and now we'll go sit down and give some legal interpretation. Now, the legal interpretation or the letter from the provincial and local government affairs, Emi Kilia, lo secretary, Emi Togolsem, lo Risla Fopla appointed chief representative inside the Provincial Assembly, inoga record lo department lo Waigani, na inoga record lo head office inside lo New Island. Natapos 2+ site one time inoga record lo confirming endorsement lo Risla Fopla appointed chiefs rep inside long Provincial Assembly, then technically they are strangers in the house. They're not supposed to be sitting in those chairs. So time Emi go and I go give him advice. Na Emi come back. Emi refused lo acknowledging this lah. And he went ahead and unilaterally made a decision lo accepting the son allowing me stop. And that's the reason why yesterday we adjourned for him to seek clarity on this, and then he later came back, needed a bit more time, so I adjourned him. He go now the morning, 10 o'clock, right? Because he need more time. So that's fine. So now the morning we play go back, and we give him explanation belong in, na explanation belong in clear, and we no accept him. And we like him all appointed rep yet, illegally sitting in that chair. He refused. Lo harim talk long. Authority belong assembly. Usat em authority belong assembly. Well, it's the provincial and local level government affairs. For you to appoint any reps, only must sanction him antap. You must ask him minister am responsible. Lo sanction him olis la rep. Antap long yan. Me lagi explain. And that's why me to sa Yumi Burki law. You know got one customary law inside of New Island, where me got paramount chief status inside of New Island. He got chief lo one clan, but you know got chief lo chief lo one clan. Minimal same. You know got one man antap i bosimol get the ground lo all get a clan. No got ya. You got clan leader na em to soli bosimol is la ground. One time clan long it. You know got narapla clan antap long it. Well you call him paramount chief. There's only 2 places that has paramount chief in Papua New Guinea. Millie Bay na Kairuku. So they are entitled to have chieftaincy representative inside the Provincial Assembly belong all. Nipa no have. We're only entitled to 1. Only entitled to 1. Yeah? And we went ahead and appointed 4 chief, which is illegal. You can't do that. The law is very clear. And that's why me challenge him, and me ask him, is la 4 pla give him approval too, sit down or no? That was only no give him approval. Then they are strangers in the house and they shouldn't be sitting there and they shouldn't be participating in the voting process. Because they are now illegal. Kela? Narula tripla where community development rep na mama rep mi nakatok-tok lang yan. Kela? Mi tok-tok solo isla or 4 pla chief reps. Where on the understanding that we have a paramount chieftaincy status inside of New Island, which we don't. And the law is very clear. Each houseboy, you got chief, each houseboy and the chief long and he boss you ground long. You know, can plan to blow. So, me tell us in this lab, that me explain. And, you know, the sad thing is this. The chairman, or the acting chairman, Honorable Semi Misen, has received all legal brief beneath. Lo wanem wrote lo biyahin. He has chosen to break the law himself. I mean, no straight. Now, you give him all get a brief beneath. You give him all get a top piece in beneath. You give him all get a legal advice beneath. Why are you still trying to break the law? How can you adjourn an assembly meeting time you yet to sanction in penis or double business bloody? Now you know penis him. Now you have him no so you don't know it. If there's a point of order, the standing order is very clear. The organic law is very clear. So was he got one point of order inside the assembly or even in the parliament house? The speaker or the chairman must entertain that point of order. If you don't do that, you have just broken the constitutional process law, assembly, or indeed, or could be the parliament. You broke him, so which means you're now in breach of the constitution. I'm big wrong. I'm no legally wrong. So time town may put him point of order na. I'm like explaining him point of order belong again. Chairman, Honorable Semi, iles lo harin. And then he proceed long entertain him now. Move up long adjourn him now meeting. And then here comes another problem. Mani sana na move him. Harap 1 plus second da ikam. Point of orders been called, and he refused to entertain point of order. He proceed to accept the mover and the seconder long journey meeting, but then he failed on one ground. He didn't announce during the meeting when the next assembly meeting will be. That's also a constitutional breach of law. You cannot you not finish assembly meeting without announcing publicly when is the next one. And the next one is generally 3 months later, but the meeting has to be sanctioned by the provincial and local level government affairs. You're not going to call him to solve one date you like him. 3 months later, 2 months later, 5 months later, you can't. You've got to go back to the schedule that has been approved by the department. So you're not going to unilaterally talk, so you like sit down on this date because I'm light blue. Sorry, you know more light blue. I'm light blue lawyer. You may be any law. So today, he broke the law. Simple. And broke him law. And you may not have him when the next sitting will come. So as far as I'm concerned, the session is still on. The session is still on. So, me no pass him session yet, because you legally, you know, be any process, no pass it.
Okay, with all that has transpired, now send you talk, that meeting was sent, it was provincially called off today. So what's your next plan of action now to address and correct what has happened moving forward?
Unfortunately, you may come to this junction now where through action or illegal action belong on, you have now compelled me to seek legal pathways now. Minimal sem. Me no got choice now but go to court. Court by come now na give you instruction now lo behind him. You broke him, think him. Court by give instruction to you because you broke him law finish. So I want the evidence against him you finish. So was this la court order come na you know behind him. Sorry. All get wrong now but you pull up him now. Which means you're answerable now to possibly go down a criminal charge path. You clear? Because you broke him all get along. Alright? You broke him all get along. And taplong yan. How can the chairman, Honorable Semi, Mission, acting chairman, he declare him M yet or Sem acting governor? You can't. You're not the acting governor, you're still deputy governor. And in the operations of law, you can time head the province governor, any deceased in this case, you can you're only a caretaker governor now. Government. Because you know got more heavy stuff. So you cannot even act as deputy because you deputy loser. That's what we all don't understand. So right now, provincial head, provincial governor, you know, staff, well, Semi usat Honorable Semi deputy governor now. Kailan? He cannot appoint himself to be acting governor. And that's what he did. And we go inside of PEC, Provincial Executive Council, now appoint him M also acting governor. Sorry, PEC doesn't have the authority to appoint an acting governor. The appropriate authority is the Assembly. PEC belong approval belong project, implementing all project na policy amendments that's all. Go come na enforcing policy. Okay? Anything that's got to do with legislation goes back to the Assembly. One kind of same parliament na NEC. NEC na boss in parliament. NEC working decision no one time parliament by seat. No ada. The legislator house. Like the parliament or in this case the mini parliament, the Assembly. You clear? Only has legislation powers. No maki man usat by holding one kind title. So he's gone ahead, broke the law, appoint himself through PEC or some acting chairman. You clear? He signed off on documents as acting chairman, approved 1.1 million kina, which is way beyond his limit. You clear? The resolution of PEC, and at the same time appoint him as acting governor. He is creating a trail of breaking law that is now criminally in nature now. Because you know got authority as a president law approving 1.1 million kina. You know got authority as acting chairman law PEC long signing any resolution law approving any kind of size money or project. Once you go into a caretaking mode, no more project now. All get something solo, look out the solo, look out in province, you go forward. You kill that? No more project, no more disla, you look out in the sole province. But as soon as you installing one member of parliament, he come inside to say, pull up in vacancy below governor. Normalcy can return because he has the power and authority as a member of parliament to continue normalcy. But a deputy, as a deputy or a LG president, inona. So, oli brukim law te taken, bigla law oli brukim, me explain finish. Clear? You brukim organic law, you ripped up the organic law against all advice, and then you joining meeting. Now you know announce him too when the next meeting date. Now you run away lose assembly. I mean, no passing the leadership, yeah. Passing the leadership, you sit down and you become answerable to all the questions that's on the floor.
And with all that has happened, what would be your call now?
Like I said, I'm seeking now proceedings in court. Login direction lo me now, and hopefully, you know that order will come with specific instructions or judgment. In this case, lo talking midlaken or reconvening meeting. Now don't forget the session in finish yet. I believe there's a circular going around long WhatsApp or one to assembly defer go long July lo pala date. You clear? Even supply talk September. You clear? Sorry, you don't have the powers to do that. Only the assembly has the power to do that, and today you failed. Location assembly is endorsement law next session. So far as I'm concerned, by law, the assembly session is still on foot. You clear? All I need now, location court paper now, locam na instruct him all, reconvene, and let's conduct the order of business that is paramount of importance to New Ireland, is the vacancy of the governor's seat. And that's all.
Yeah, Member Schnaubelt, before you finish this talk, you are the nominee for the governor's seat. So just tell us if you're elected as governor. What are some of the key projects you like pursuing the province, or your dreams and aspirations for the province?
Thank you for that. That's a good question. All right. We're talking now post-appointment now. What are my intentions? What are my dreams? What are my aspirations? Well, firstly, me like continue lo late governor's initiative in terms of the autonomy arrangement. Clear? Me like continue to lo reviewing benefit sharing, lo resources within me. I think all that needs to be considered seriously. Also continue to pursue and get Konos open electorate, eventuate, and more precisely, you mean by conducting election, Konos open electorate, Law 27. It's not yet approved, it's in the process, but all of that documentation that is required to get approval has been completed by myself. And that's one of the biggest support to late Sir Julius Chen and creating New Glacia in Silent New Ireland. So instead of having 3 members of parliament, we will now have 4 members of parliament. And this is a good plan. So I want to pursue what he has started, right? I think the Malagan Declaration has some really good guidance in those policy decisions. I would like to review it, look at it, and how best we could tailor make it. But don't veer off too much from it, because I think it has some sensible outcome if we put enough support behind it. All right. And in addition to that, Edim now, sample long initiative Blomi, where I've created already in Namatanai, you can learn on the back of all this. So that is what I am thinking of doing. Once I become a governor, or bringing sample long this a tangible project. Okay, I think it's important that we owe it to the people in New Ireland to speak the truth. Speak the truth, meaning one. Time you throw my talk to us and you walking on something, walking. No one just throw my talk, that's all. Okay, yes, we understand that some things that you may want to develop takes time because of the process. You with me? But you must update everyone to make sure that everybody is aware that you're still progressing down that path. Not go to so na talk, oh, but you may walk him or Sam, you may walk at him ribbon, kakay Grispik, na kirap na good, you may sit down 5, 6, 7 years, and we still haven't seen that project eventuate. Style blomi. When we go walking groundbreaking, the son na cutting ribbon, the post project will eventuate. Meaning that I've secured the money, everything is for it already done, then I'll go and cut the ribbon. If it's not, I stay away until everything is in place. So, nilay bringing this like kind style of management, I come on top lo governorship, and we need to start delivering for the people. Okay, all the important sectors of some health, education, economy, lo straight my do past them, meaning of some creating a cash economy where people can benefit from. You with me? And let them themselves determine what sort of level of prosperity only like is him. Walk below me, and lo put him goalposts or so only sabe only scoring try or so. Not every time me put him goalpost lo here only like scoring try and me move him goalpost. Tamuli kam run long up, me move him goalpost. So no one can score anything. So it's not beneficial. So my job is to place the goalpost, create an environment that is conducive for everyone, and let them determine what level of prosperity they want. As government, that's my focus.
Any additional comments you would like to make before we round up this interview?
Milag ask him, Honorable Semi Misen, Honorable Assembly members, please, you are breaking the law. That does not make us as New Islanders looking very good in the national eyes. Me asking you, please come to your senses, follow the law, and allow this election, governor post, to eventuate and appointed in accordance to the organic law. And the organic law is very clear. You got one black candidate, that's all, and member of the parliament. He resist. So come inside, declare him, that's all. Now we move on. That's what I'm asking. Let's not embarrass New Ireland anymore. Okay? And running things that we think that it's liglig takasop or liglig something blow me plan. Sorry, blow you and blow people blow New Ireland. So be a responsible leader, follow the law, may me work in the interest of people blow New Ireland. And that's all me asking. Come, me only man want them. We all are leaders. Let's all do the right thing for the people. And in addition to that, okay, as a New Ireland leader, I made myself available to the PPP camp yesterday afternoon. Yes, me go shall territory blow. You offering me the talk. Come, me leader, you play leader. Let's find an amicable solution. I do not want to fight. There's no need for it. Right? Let's all follow the law, what the law says. Kila na may behind the sort process of law. Kila? So why don't we act like leaders? Let's not continue to politicize situations. You kila? May me hold him hand the sort. Minimal same. Okay, if there's a compromise that I need to consider, okay, let's compromise. Put it on the table. What is it? What does it look like? Is it law-abiding, or is it something that we need to make it law-abiding? You killer? But whatever that is, let's compromise. We all are leaders, but let's not fight because it's embarrassing us as a province right now. So everything that we're doing in the Provincial Assembly is a huge embarrassment. there is no other provincial assembly in Papua New Guinea is going through the same thing that we are going through now, right now. So this is an embarrassment. So please come and let's correct it. Otherwise, the law, by holding passing you, then by Traplas again. Think him now. You're going into an election in 4 weeks. The last thing you want is to be charged criminally for something that you have done wrong. So me asking you, please come and you me working good. Yanim lotas or loito or sepidis. Marking the soul now on the member of parliament, who said if I come up, he'll ennobly you pulling tighten, support him, declare him, and that's it. We move on. In this position you want to hold, come and declare him you yet. Whether we can or we cannot. Let's not be fearful, but let's act like leaders of New Ireland. Okay?
Na engineering finish tok ikamiet long member belong Namatanai usatu emi nominee belong seat belong governor inside long province, Honorable D Schnaubelt.
Thank you. Now, we still on? Sorry, off
Thank
now.
you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time and for coming in.
I'm all right.
Thanks, Roline.
Thank you.